Hello everyone. I am so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you, and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. And here it is, and I have a tip for how to get that stitching down the side. And don't forget to do the inside in the envelope. Join me in the studio, and I'll show you how. For my 10-minute creation, I'm going to be using the Honeybee stamp set, specifically that sentiment and those two leaves. Or flowers, I should say. I have a scrap of Blackberry Bliss. I have a piece of Whisper White that is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. I have some scraps of Whisper White to stamp on. I have a piece of Whisper White that's 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside of my card. My card base is Mossy Meadow, and it is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I have my envelope. I have a piece of the Best Dress Designer Series paper, this pattern, and it is 2 1/2. Wait a minute, it's smaller than this. This one was 2 3/4. Yeah, 2 1/2 by 5. I have the dies, the detailed bee dies that go with the stamp set, and I have my 2 flowers out. I am using the Stitch Nested Labels die, specifically this long strip. I have the layering ovals. I have a plain oval and a scallop oval. And I'm using the Mossy Meadow and the Blackberry Bliss markers. So the first thing I want to do, I'm going to stamp my sentiment with my marker because I forgot to bring my ink pad, but that's okay. This works too. All right, so I'm going to stamp that in the middle. Okay. Then I'm going to take my marker. Did I just do that wrong? No, I can do it this way. I thought I'd used the wrong one. And I'm going to color the flower heads with Blackberry Bliss. And then I'll do the leaves in Mossy Meadow. And this is a great way, oops, wrong end. It's a great way to add more than one color to your stamp. When you do this, you want to remember to use the side of your marker, not the tip, because you'll ruin your tip. So just use your marker, the side of your marker, and pull it across. All right, and now let me stamp it. There you go. Now, I have to cut these out. I need to cut this out of here and this out of here. So let me do all my cutting and I'll be back. Okay, I have my pieces cut, so let's put this together. The hardest part of this card, and it's not really hard, it's just takes some extra steps, is going to be adding the stitching down the side. It looked a little off. And then these are going to go on there like that, but I won't put them on until I get them on the card. Now, to know where I'm going to do my stitching, I have to take my Designer Series paper, my DSP, and I'm going to put it on my card stock like so, making sure it's centered, sliding it over a little. There we go. And then what I want to do is this is going to go on the card, and then this is going to add a row of stitching down the side. So it's going to go right about there. And I'm going to use some painter's tape to hold it in place. And then I'm going to run this through. All right, let me make sure it's straight before I go too far. All right, there. I'm going to run this through and then I'm going to come back and show you how to do the rest of it. Okay, I have to very carefully remove this. There we go. And then I have to remove this. This piece might have been a little too big. All right. Yeah, this piece was way too big, so I have to cut it down some. I'll just rip it and make it smaller. All right, now, if you want to do the other side, what you want to do is you want to put your die in. I'm going to move it up just a little. Line up your die at the top with this and then just like jiggle it, for lack of a better word, ever so slightly. And it locks into the holes, and then we can do the other half. All right, now very carefully take your tape off. Okay. And then, and look at that. Straight down the edge. So just remember, you just jiggle it till they lock in, the teeth lock in, and continue. All right, we're ready to put this card together. All right, so this gets folded, and my bone folder is hidden. There it is. Hidden behind all the stuff I threw over there. Make sure it's even. Alright, so there's that. This is going to go on here like so. And see, that stitching just adds a little bit of interest. So let me put this on. And then we'll put our sentiment on. And our card is done. All right, now. Okay, there's that. This I'm going to put on with Dimensionals. Okay. All right, now. All right, this goes on with Dimensionals. I just have to make sure that my sentiment is the right way. I'm going to move it up a little because these are kind of long. And I'm going to put these on with a glue dot. There's one. Like so, and one on the other side. And this 10-minute creation is done. Oops. I'm going to pull that one. I'm going to pull that one up a little so I don't cover up my sentiment. Well, I covered up the D. And there you have it. And don't forget to do the inside in the envelope. If you like my project, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel using the button below. Don't forget to leave me a comment. It helps me out on YouTube. I have a Facebook group where I do Facebook Live on Thursday evenings and Monday afternoons or Monday noon time as just an extra added piece since we're all stuck inside. Look for Creations in Paper on Facebook and join us. We have a lot of fun doing different things. If you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your online person. Send me a message and I'll help you out in any way I can. Have a great day.